Hello and welcome to Blank Thoughts Podcast. My name is Gavin Bossler. Here with me I have
Brody Heller.
and
Ben McGovern.
so today's podcast, which is podcast number 1, we're going to be talking about stress and how it relates to us in school and other things like that. Yeah.
So, the Webster's Dictionary definition for stress is constraining force or influence. We created our own definition specifically for school settings, which is pressure that is created due to the need to maintain responsibilities, fulfill expectations, and keep up.
So how does it affect us? Stress has a variety of effects on many people. So, like, you can have headaches, it can cause muscle tension, chest pain, fatigue, change in motivation, stomach upset, sleep problems, increased blood pressure, increase in cholesterol, increase in heart disease, and it also affects our learning and memory.
Common effects on your mood would be anxiety, restlessness, lack of motivation or focus, feeling overwhelmed, irritability or anger, or sadness or depression.
And some common effects of stress that may affect your behavior. It can cause overeating or undereating, often angry outbursts, drug or alcohol use or abuse, tobacco use, social withdrawal, and exercising less often.
So we're going to go over a couple ways that you can get away from stress or get rid of stress. So one of the big ways is exercise and keeping yourself healthy. Stress comes from hormones involving our fight or flight reflexes, and these reflexes are made to be resolved in a short period of time, but because stress lasts longer than just like 2 hours, working out can serve as the action your body thinks it needs. I exercise a lot, and that really helps me with stress because it's a releasing of energy, and any of that really helps get rid of some of those hormones that are causing stress.
Alright, so another way to relieve stress or help with stress is meditation. So this, contrary to popular belief, is does not require you to change religion. You don't have to be like never mind. So it does not require you to change religion. And on that note, having a religious backing does help because you have something to turn to. So apps like Aura and Mindfulness help a lot for this. So just follow the steps in the app. It's really easy. You just turn it on and it'll start helping you. They're not paying us, so don't download their app though.
What?
It's freaking monetized, dude. So I personally have tried meditation before, and it did not work for me at all. I'm not even gonna lie. It literally just felt to me like I was wasting my time, and yeah. But I know that it works for some other people, so you guys gotta experiment with some good stuff.
All right. Another way that sleep can kind of help with stress, especially 7 to 9 hours is about the recommended time. A lot of teenagers struggle with this, and it's an average of 5 hours of sleep that teens get. But 7 to 9 hours is recommended if you want to keep stress away.
Like we said, these are just multiple ways that you can deal with stress. So one might not work for you, but the other might. But one thing that really also helps is choosing your battles and managing your time. If you're over distributing yourself, you have to realize that you can only be in one place at one time, and you have to set time aside for your own hobbies and for your own things that you enjoy, so that you can kind of refresh yourself. So for me, I really enjoy longboarding or doing some sort of outdoor activity. But some people really enjoy reading, and setting time aside for that is really important when it comes to dealing with stress.
Okay. So this one's gonna take a while. So
Read the whole thing.
these are a couple of supplements, like meds and stuff.
talk to somebody before you take it. Say that.
that can help with stress. Now, it's recommended, not recommended. You talk to your doctor before you use these because we're not going to be responsible for anything that could possibly happen with any drugs at all. So, some supplements are like omega-3 fatty acids. So, one study showed that medical students who received omega-3 supplements experienced a 20% reduction in anxiety symptoms, which is pretty good. Ashwagandha is an herb used in Ayurvedic medicine to treat stress and anxiety. I don't really know where you could get that. So, green tea, it contains many polyphenol antioxidants, which provide health benefits, and it may lower stress and anxiety by increasing serotonin levels. Valerian is a root in which a popular sleep aid is due to tranquilizing effect. Yeah. There's a pepper known as the kava kava, which also helps. Lemon balm, like chapstick. And yeah.
Over here. Another way to help reduce stress is to reduce your caffeine intake, especially within teenagers. Caffeine is a huge prevalent thing, especially with coffees, energy drinks, sodas that people drink. It's a stimulant, and so it's going to increase the functioning of the nervous system, and that's not what you really want when you're stressed out. You want to calm that down and make yourself less energized, if anything.
Another thing would be doing something like chewing gum, something that keeps you moving all the time, because if you have something that you can like move with when you're dealing with something, that helps a lot sometimes. That's why like fidget cubes are a thing also, and some people just take that as a toy, but that can actually be pretty effective if you use it right.
So getting social support helps, like turning to a friend who's like done the work could maybe help you. I'm not saying to cheat. That's not acceptable form of stress relief. But you can always lay some kind of burden on them, and hopefully they stay with you because they're your friend. Maybe. Yep.
Taking a break from the stressor oftentimes will help reduce the stress from the cause, but avoiding procrastination at the same time will avoid stress as well. So finding a good balance between taking breaks, but also not overworking yourself, but also not being lazy is very important.
Another thing would be acceptance. You have to accept sometimes that there's things that you just can't fix or that you can't deal with. That's a part of choosing your battles also, because there's some things that you're just going to have to let go, and once you learn how to do that, things will get a lot easier sometimes.
Alright, so basically the last one is just like keeping a positive attitude, having an optimistic outlook on life, helps you when things could possibly get out of proportion. Yeah, so, personally, I have had success with, getting social support. I'm a really bad procrastinator, so, like, I definitely have had to deal with stress. So I'm really bad with, like, that kind of stuff, but, finding friends that help, time management, horrible with. I can't do it. I need motivation in my life, but that's where things such as deadlines help. So, like, if you tell yourself that, like, a deadline is before an actual deadline, it helps. For example, last night, I was doing a reading catalog at midnight, and I had one box done, and then I texted my friends, and they told me that it was due Tuesday, even though I thought that it was due on Monday. And, yeah, I got kind of stressed out about that.
Oh, okay. So, personal experience I've had is, as far as the procrastination issue goes, I can relate. Like, for example, this weekend I had I forgot my math folder at school, and I needed that to be able to complete this notebook or whatever. And in order to get that done, I contacted the teacher, Mrs. Fuller, and talked about it, went through it, and she gave me some extra time to do it. So a lot of times, just taking steps to avoid whatever consequence you're trying to avoid helps a lot.
Know that he got the work done though, without having his notebook there with him.
Oh, yeah.
So teachers actually do expect you to do their work even if you don't have their materials with you. Yep.
And I said this earlier, but for me, something that's outdoors or active really helps me get rid of some stress. And that is Blank Thoughts Podcast with Stress.
Thank you for
Have a
joining
good
us.
day.